Plateau government flags off housing estate for workers. Nigerian army embarks on measures to mitigate climate change. Governor Mutfwang moves to curb insecurity in Plateau State. Hello, welcome to News Panorama, coming to you live from Jos NTA Network. I am Bilkis Sunuhu. Panorama. You can join us on, you can follow this news broadcast live on our website, nta.ng/live, and on YouTube channel, NTA News Online, and other social media platforms showing on your screen. The Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, has launched a social protection framework and operational plan 2024 to 2028. The move is aiming at expanding coverage and reducing poverty across sub-region. Joseph Otsen reports.
To officially launch
poverty across sub-region. Joseph Otsen reports.
Improve social protection coverage in ECOWAS member states. Data shows countries in the region are performing poorly, especially in healthcare.
Budgetary allocations to social allocation are usually an afterthought. They fall below 1%, one of the worst in the world. And to ensure that there is sustainability when donor and development partner funds dry out. So these are very important issues that were raised.
It is used for taking care of those who are on the cash transfer program, for those who are also going to be engaged in other skill acquisition programs like the Empower, the health insurance policy that we have in place too. That if you come on board the National Social Registry, we will know the number of Nigerians who are also accessing benefit in terms of health insurance program that we have in place.
Half of the member states of the ECOWAS sub-region are said to just have about 10% social protection coverage, far below the 52% global coverage. To trade unions here, this is an indication that more needs to be done to bridge this gap, especially in the provision of health insurance, skills acquisition, and grants.
To come up with different interventions to support those that are unemployed, to support those that are employed in the informal economy to access health care and other benefits.
The ECOWAS social protection framework is now expected to guide stakeholders uphold minimum standards, enhance accountability and cooperation towards reducing poverty and creating wealth in the region. In Abuja, Joseph Otsen, NTA News.
First Lady Oluremi Tinubu has called on women in leadership positions to work harder and ensure that they make life easier for other women using the instrumentality of economic empowerment and mentorship. She made the call when the Forum of Female Chief Executive Officers of government agencies and organizations paid her a visit in the villa. State House correspondent Adeni Taiwo reports.
Led by the chairman of the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Abikedabiri Erewa, members of the Forum of Female Chief Executive Officers in government agencies and organizations are in the office of Nigeria's First Lady, Oluremi Tinubu, to pledge support with their eyes set on collaboration.
All this will not happen if we don't really turn the lives of the younger people around.
While appreciating their visit and the measure of their individual contributions to nation building, the First Lady wants them to take the lead in driving women inclusion.
I need you to mentor young women. Help them. The ones you can educate, give scholarship to. Do it. Don't look for volume. Take one and take that person through life. What about the young girls out there? You should go look for them. You should mentor them. You should birth more Abikedabiri, out there. And a lot of wonderful women like you. You should birth more.
She says their experiences and exposure must be brought to bear in changing the narratives for women.
We should stop feeling that we have to be important by ourselves. In Yoruba, we said, not one finger can say we have arrived. but a lot of it and then you can hear that chest beat. We have to come together better.
That common front is expected to manifest in the first instance as the forum pledged to work with the First Lady in actualizing a desire to complete the ongoing construction of the National Library.
Beyond that, how can we raise younger women to succeed in life? What values can we share with them? And who else to start that conversation with but Her Excellency, the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
And I'm going to do my best, as the First Lady has charged us, to try and help more women, especially young women, to also grow into leadership positions.
You look after a woman and she gives birth to, not just in the biological sense, it's a multiplier effect because we are such social and nurturing creatures. So it's impactful because it multiplies.
As female chief executive officers in the public sector, they have individual mandates to achieve set government agenda while working together as a forum to network, share knowledge, and advance policies aimed at empowering women. In the State House, Adeni Itaiwo, NTA News.
In an effort to boost the morale of civil servants, Governor Mutfwang has performed the groundbreaking ceremony for Workers' Housing Estate in Bosa local government area, calling on the workforce to be professional, efficient, responsive, and uphold the highest standard of integrity. Priscilla Grumnan has more.
The plan for the workers' housing started since 2017 but could not see the light of the day until the coming of this administration that paid over 320 million naira to acquire the land, which is 38.29 hectares for the housing estate for its workforce. While performing the groundbreaking, Governor Caleb Mutfwang explained that the effort is part of the ongoing reforms to redesign and build a dignified workforce that is innovative and a model of excellence. He therefore called on the civil servants to shun absenteeism, embrace innovation, and rebuild trust between the government and the people they serve.
Today, we are not merely laying foundation stones, we are laying the foundation of hope, the foundation of dignity, the foundation of stability for our hardworking and dedicated workforce. This project is a clear testament to our administration's unwavering resolve to prioritize the welfare of civil servants, the true and reliable engine room of good governance.
Plateau State Head of Service, Mr. Stephen Pam Godon, commended the governor for the visionary step, which he says has rekindled hope and confidence that government can be fair, responsible, and compassionate employer, urging the civil servants to give in their best in the service of the state.
By investing in workers' housing, Governor Caleb Mutfwang is not only rewriting the story of Plateau civil service, but also demonstrating in practical terms that loyalty and dedicated service to the state will never be forgotten.
Plateau State Chairman of the Nigeria Labour Congress, Eugene Manji, commended Governor Mutfwang for coming to the aid of workers who have been suffering from issues of housing for decades, saying the estate will boost economic activities around the area. When completed, the workers' housing estate will provide 400 units of houses in the first phase. In Jos, Priscilla Grumnan, NTA News.
Plateau State government says it is ready to collaborate with the Nigeria Air Force to improve air surveillance that will contend the security breach in some parts of the state. Governor Caleb Mutfwang stated this in Jos while receiving the Provost Marshal of Nigerian Air Force. Ijoma Ozomina reports.
The governor, who received a team of NAF officers who were in Jos on an unofficial engagement, says collaboration with the Nigerian Air Force and other security forces will go a long way in reducing the endless crisis, considering the terrain of some areas like Mushere and Chakfem. The drones that have been assessed by the state government, he says, are for surveillance, and there is need to deploy more drones from the Nigerian Air Force that will comb the flashpoints in the state.
We will continue to, in our own little way, ensure that the services of the Air Force as far as it's within our power, that we do all we can to support and to encourage. But the crisis in Plateau State, especially in our border areas, have reached the stage that we must have some air cover.
Leader of the team, Air Vice Marshal Usman, says they are in the state to assess their operational readiness with a view to brainstorm on areas that need improvement.
We've been here, sir, for the past 4 days to assess our operational readiness, as well as review all that has been done in the past with a view to seeing where we have gone wrong for enhanced operational efficiency.
In Jos, Ijoma Ozemena, NTA News.
As part of measures to mitigate climate change and maintain the ecosystem, Sector 1 Joint Task Force Operation Enduring Peace under the Nigerian Army held a tree planting campaign to support host communities. General Officer Commanding 3 Division and Commander Operation Enduring Peace, Major General Folusho Oyinlola, flagged off the exercise at the Government College, Jos. Again, Ijoma Ozomina has details.
The non-kinetic exercise, the General Officer Commanding 3 Division says, is a step to support host communities in tackling challenges of deforestation and other human activities negatively impacting the environment. The GOC maintains that promotion of a clean and sustainable environment is key to the provision of security, saying the event comes with renewed determination to pursue legitimate action of returning peace and stability to the joint operation areas.
Beyond beautifying the environment, trees provide oxygen for human survival, reduce soil erosion, and help prevent flooding. Today's exercise will therefore not only improve the environment, but also enhance the resilience of our communities.
Plateau State Commissioner of Police and Commander, Sector 1 Joint Task Force encourage citizens to embark on tree planting to avoid depletion of forests and promote the ecosystem.
I want every one of us to key into this program to encourage our people to embark on planting trees. We are doing not only, the benefits not only now, but we are still going to enjoy it in future. Because as many of our forests are depleted.
In recent years, disturbing changes in the environment have eroded some of these beautiful features. One major driver of this change has been widespread deforestation, which is occasioned by charcoal industry.
Community and religious leaders, senior advisor to the governor on NGO matters, among other dignitaries, acknowledged that trees provide oxygen for human survival and good climate vegetation, hence the need for people to imbibe the practice of tree planting. In Jos, Ijoma Ozemena, NTA News.
The National Orientation Agency Plateau State has ended its launch of nationwide national program on 5 thematic areas with a call on Nigerians to be supportive of government policies and programs. Priscilla Grunan has more.
The national program on 5 thematic areas is designed to strengthen national consciousness and public engagement through campaigns on national values reorientation for students of secondary and tertiary institutions against sign-out extreme practices, national campaign on flood mitigation, among others. The town hall meeting engaged critical stakeholders on ways of cascading the messages on the 5 thematic areas of the National Orientation Agency on values reorientation in Nigeria.
But people need information about what is happening in the society. Is it about the flooding? Is it about the security? About everything. So our stakeholders are doing well and they should continue to do more.
Security agencies, educationists, community and religious leaders, youth, women and students representatives, and cultural associations, as well as civil society groups, exchanged ideas in achieving these goals.
When I go back, I will definitely leverage on meetings of my community and group to share the information.
My main concern is that they should inculcate some other type of program to replace the sign-out.
We, at the community leadership, must actually take it back to our associations at the level of community meetings.
Other stakeholders charged with the responsibility of implementing the campaigns include the Ministries of Education and Information and Security Agencies. In Jos, Priscilla Grumnan, NTA News.
We have in the studio Plateau State Director NOA Kaneng Tabita Pam Horo to shed more light on the program. You're welcome, ma'am.
Thank you so much for having me.
Can you shed light on the thematic areas during the nationwide program?
Thank you so much for this time. And for National Orientation Agency, this is one of another of our successful programs that we've heard. We have had 5 thematic areas before. This time around, we picked on this, the DG picked on these thematic areas, 5 thematic areas. One, we have the national programs that we give education to. That is how government has successfully enrolled over 600,000 students of tertiary institutions to give them soft loans by paying their fees, which we know that afterwards government has made a pact with them. And that is the NEL fund. Secondly, we have the social security safety net, which has upgraded the giving of soft loans to households, that is vulnerable households, from 5,000 to 25,000 naira monthly. And so many people have enjoyed it. That is why government wants us to talk to the people concerning this. In case there are people who were not successful now, when the next phase is rolled out, they should be able to key in, and so that they will be successful. We'll talk about the RAMP program, where federal government is giving out tractors and fertilizers to people, to farmers particularly. So we have seen how fertilizer has gone around most of it. I'm talking here as Plateau State. So for me, I have seen that. And then seedlings where farmers got it and went due. We also have the flood mitigation, where NIMET has been talking to Nigerians to be conscious of the rains, because the rains 2022 have been very high. Rains have been high. So NIMET has been talking to us to warn us, to tell us, to warn us concerning the timings of the rain and the velocity of the rain. Okay. So for us in Plateau State, we are able to key into that, to talk to Nigerians about it, so that they will be careful, those who are living near or by the water banks, to move upper land, so that they will not be washed away by the rain. And we know NEMA too has been giving out our support, all by the federal government. We are happy about that. So we are talking to people. It is not enough for you to get this support. You can never recover what you had lost. So government has also been encouraging people to plant trees. Okay? That is, at least let me speak on the fight. We have the national security, where government has now introduced drones to the fight, the fight of insecurity in the northeast, the northwest, and even here in the north central. We also have the values reorientation program, which we are still talking about. And then the values reorientation, particularly, we are talking to parents so that they will talk to their children concerning these wild sign-out ceremonies. I have said it before, that it has cost some of them their lives. And then we know that there's someone who is lying critical acute, that because of these wild celebrations, there was an accident. And we need to talk to parents again and again. We want parents to know, we want parents to continue to talk to their children. And then we're talking about the national identity, talking about the national anthem, talking about the national flag, which we want Nigerians to know and to uphold, that there is nothing that would replace the national flag and national anthem.
Okay, ma. What message do you have for citizens regarding strengthening national consciousness?
Of course, we are talking to Nigerians to continue to show respect to continue to show respect, to uphold respect above every other thing, to have integrity, to be people that show integrity, that have integrity and to show respect. And then we're talking about patriotism. We're talking about patriotism. If all Nigerians are patriotic, then definitely we would succeed. We will continue to succeed. What we're doing now, we have said we're resilient people. We will continue to excel. That's the word.
Okay, we have been discussing with Kaneng Tabita Pamhoro, Plateau State Director of the NOA. Thank you for gracing our studio.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Panorama will continue shortly after this break. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu says urgent action must be taken to save the Lagos lagoon and shorelines from illegal dredging, pollution and climate change. Speaking at the first Lagos State Waterfront Summit, the governor described the preservation of lagoon as not just an environmental task, but a cultural and economic necessity. Joy Ken Abakboya reports.
The Lagos Lagoon is one of the state's most valuable natural assets, supporting biodiversity, livelihoods, and the environment. Spanning over 6,000 square kilometers, it is more than a water body. It sustains the daily lives and culture of millions. But the ecosystem is under threat from industrial waste, illegal fishing, rising sea levels, and coastal erosion pressures, putting communities at risk. To reverse the trend, the Lagos State government, through the Ministry of Waterfront Infrastructure Development, is engaging experts and stakeholders to chart solutions that balance conservation with opportunities in transport, fisheries, tourism, and trade.
If we continue down this path, we risk losing not only a vital ecosystem, but also an irreplaceable economic asset.
Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu says the state is investing in technology to shape policies and strengthening laws to protect the lagoon.
Let me be perfectly clear. Those who profit from illegal dredging, reckless land reclamation, and environmental destructions are engineering their own downfall and jeopardizing the future of generations to come. And Lagos will no longer tolerate it.
For other speakers, stronger legislation, enforcement, and collaboration are urgently needed to safeguard freshwater supplies and preserve the lagoon's ecosystem.
This jewel is under severe pressure today. The lagoon has become a fruitful companion to Lagos.
When our people obey laws, respect environmental regulations, and avoid illegal development, they help ensure that our waterfront grows in an orderly, sustainable, and safe manner.
Experts say the future of the Lagos Lagoon is tied to the future of the state itself. Protecting it, they warn, is no longer a choice, but a necessity. In Lagos, Joy Ken Abakboya, NTA News.
Let's join Oche Ngbege for the latest from the world of sports.
All is now set for the 2025 Controller General of Custom Volleyball Championship scheduled to commence in Abuja from the 19th of September 2025. In an exclusive interview with Nigerian Volleyball Federation President Musa Nimrod in Abuja, he revealed that this year's league is set to become the best edition yet.
Everything is taking shape and no problem. Everybody, even the marketers, everybody's just waiting for that day because it's a very big championship. All aware is a lot of the clubs are right now in the camp and we are putting things together.
To athletics, two Nigerian athletes, Chioma Onyekore-Leon and Obiagiri Pamela Amechi, bow out of the World Athletics Championships in Tokyo, Japan on day one of the competition. Amechi was the first to exit after managing a best throw of 55.69 meters on her opening attempt, which left her in 16th position, well short of the mark required to reach the finals. National record holder Onyekwere Leon also struggled to progress. The 31-year-old opened with a throw of 59.45 meters, but her subsequent 2 attempts fell short, ending her hopes of advancing. To football, attention turned to league football this weekend, with matchday 4 games taking center stage in the Nigerian Premier Football League. Bende Insurance are at home to Niger Tornadoes. Bayelsa United play Enyimba. Rangers face Kano Pillars away, with reigning champions Remo Stars being the guests to Plateau United. In England, 8 matches will be played on Saturday, with Arsenal entertaining Nottingham Forest, while Everton hosts Aston Villa in a match that will be live on NTA. The first Manchester derby of the season between City and United is scheduled for Sunday. In Abuja, Oche Ngbedi, NTA News.
Has been Panorama from Jos today. Good afternoon.